Chapter 142, Spider vs. Earth Dragon Alaba 5. I want you to wait a minute. Whatever the circumstances may be, that's impossible. I have thought that I probably can't defeat you just by restricting you with the threads. For example, something like shooting the breath on itself. If it's a full power breath, as expected, I think that my threads can't endure it. Then, although it will receive damage to some extent, as long as it has Earth Nullify, Alaba itself won't receive a fatal wound. I think that it's a very realistic escape rather than being shot with magics, continuously by me while it's defenseless. Because I think of it, it's not strange even if Alaba carry it out. But the thing that Alaba did was something that I didn't expect. It can be said that it's completely contrary to my expectation, besides, in the worst way. The skill point is obtained by level up, but somehow it looks like there are other methods to obtain it as well. When I see the skill point of the Arch-Terratech that should be equal to mine equal to me in the species, it's clear that my skill points are fewer. As for the difference of status, it can be explained by the difference of time that it has lived. The status rises gradually, even if it doesn't level up. I grew up rapidly in a short period because I raised my level assertively, unlike the wild monsters. Because of that, the rising value of my status, except the level up, is low. But I think that the normal monsters won't try to fight other than the time they hunt food. That's why the level rise is slow. Although I don't know how long it takes to grow up to that extent, as long as I see the difference of status with me, I can guess that it's quite long. The status differences between the Arch and me, except the magic and speed, is more than 2,000. Even if I calculate the status increases by 1 each day, that means he has lived for 2,000 days. Because there's no such thing as the status increase by 1 each day, I'm sure that there's a very long time has passed. Then, can the skill points that it obtained in a fixed amount if I live for a long time? For example, 100 points for the birthday. No, I think that it's probably wrong. But I think that the guess about getting points by time passing is right. If it's not so, the difference of the skill points with me can't be explained. Possibly there might be an unknown points acquisition condition. Well, what I'm trying to say is that the Earth Dragon Alaba that seems to have lived for a very long time has the skill points that corresponds to it. Up until now, the monsters that I've seen were also the same, but perhaps Alaba has never used a skill point since it's born. The skill that's obtained using skill points is not to be found, and above all, when it holded such an enormous amount of points uselessly, I can judge it. Although it's a waste, even if I tell the monsters to use such points, they won't understand, because the amount that's not used is something like that's not there. I try not to mind it. And that Alaba's skill points has decreased. In addition to that, it's using up all of its points. The 41,100 skill points has become only 100. And I have my breath taken away by the added skills. Hellflame Magic level 1, Enhanced Flame level 1, Flame Resistance level 1, Darkness Resistance level 1, Space Perception level 1. My weakness, the highest rank Fire Magic, Hellflame Magic. The higher rank skill of Enhanced Fire, Enhanced Flame, that enhanced the magic. In order to not get hurt by its own magic, it improves the fire resistance that it has further, and acquire flame resistance. The darkness resistance to resist my main weapon, which is the darkness magic. The space perception that seems to be the countermeasure for transfer. Skills that are gathered only for me. The skills that literally concentrate its full power. The skills acquired only to defeat me. This thing accumulated for a long time is used up only for me. Besides, apart from the points, there are also skills that flowered from the Mortal Kombat. Concentration level 1, Prediction level 1, Parallel Thought level 1, Calculation Processing level 1, Heresy Resistance level 1. I must have seriously think of a way to escape from this crisis. As expected, I don't think that it can evolve until my golden combo of Thought Acceleration and Foresight in the middle of this fight, but it doesn't change that it becomes more troublesome. Because it even has the heresy resistance, it might be better to think that heresy magic won't work anymore. The soul break is an exception, and it's impossible to use that. However, this is bad. This is really bad. There was a considerable differences of the affinity so far, but it never took any countermeasures. Alaba is a formidable enemy that can't be said that it has a good affinity with me. That formidable enemy took countermeasures for me. The threads restricting Alaba burn off. The ground becomes red-hot centered on Alaba. The earth is burnt. The magic of Hellflame Magic level 1, Scorched Earth. It's a range annihilation magic that covers the widespread ground completely with flame and changes into the Hell's Field. Moreover, the frightening point of this magic is that the effect continues. I have already escaped into the air, but as far as my eye can see, the earth below has been covered by the roaring intense heat completely. The earth is originally Alaba's field, and that has completely become my away. The flame swallows everything. Even the aftermath alone is hot. The corpse of greater Terratechs that have been left in the ground burn out. Ah! My meal! Although a lot of corpses were blown away in the Mortal Kombat with Alaba a while ago, because of this flame, everything disappeared completely. What the heck? How dare you do it? The grudge of the meal, I will have you pay for this. Countermeasures? I will surpass even that. Bring it on! So she didn't kill her before. What she was saying at the end of yesterday's chapter, or the last chapter or whatever, was that that he escaped before the poison was working. Right. Sometimes the wording's a little confusing. Holy shit, this fucking dragon. like, like, in this moment when it knew that it was defeated, just like something clicked in its mind where it was like, I need to be able to do something, and then it immediately realized that it had the capability to do that. And that I think it gained like thought acceleration at one point, and that probably helped it to realize and understand skill points. And then it just got all of the necessary countermeasures to be even more deadly for our spider friends. So holy shit. Wow.